It's 78 foot by 12, my milk bottle museum. It holds approximately 17,500 milk bottles. It contains bottles from all over the world, but primarily British bottles. As far as I'm aware, I have the largest collection of British milk bottles in the British Isles. My milk bottle museum, loosely called a shed, I like to think of it as a workshop, so it's not just like a stable block or something like that. It contains my collection of 17,500 British milk bottles and probably 2,000 or 3,000 from overseas, from all different countries. Children worked out there was just about 14.25 tonne of glass, you know, if you do an overall average of every bottle that's in there. My wife is not a collector by any means, but she's quite happy with my side of collecting, all the places we go, all the people we meet. She's great at organising where we stay, whether it's a travel lodge or whether it's a B&B or a self-catering. So Sue's great for sort of seeing things in advance and sorting things out like that. Milk bottles are a dying breed, there's no two ways about it. They're on their way out with dairies. There's very few dairies now that actually produce milk bottles at all. There's only one company left in the UK that even prints milk bottles, which is Seaway Services up in Padiham, because they will do small quantities. The large dairy said, if you want any milk bottles which are under 5 million, we're not going to look at them. The poor old milk bottle, I mean, it's a humble thing and it's been ill-treated over the years. There's occasions down in the southwest where there's a lot of campsites where certain dairies have a man in the summer who does nothing else but go around campsites to collect the empties. You can put an old crate by the side of a rubbish bin. People will come out of their caravan or their tent and put the bottle in the bin, not in the crate. They will have washed it first, because everybody knows you always rinse and wash a milk bottle out and then put it in the bin.
Do you see it as sort of a kind of a sanctuary for lost milk bottles? Or?
In a way, because sadly over the years, I have some compatriots who collected them and they popped their clogs and I've inherited their collection. So I'm like a custodian of their bottles as well as my own. And I have been trying over the years to get a national milk bottle museum organised so that all our collections can go to that. But unfortunately, interest isn't keen. All museums, if you give them anything at the moment, only 1% of it is ever shown. It's underground, you never see it, and I don't want my milk bottles being put underground for 100 years. That's not going to happen.
And as far as milk bottles are concerned, what's your mission?
My mission is to find every milk bottle I haven't got. Well, I will never complete it, and in all honesty, I never want to, because while I'm still looking, they're still out there, and I'm still meeting people and having a great time. I get a lot of stories from milkmen and farmers and dairymen. I've been writing pages and pages. I've got about 1,500 pages of notes I've been given, and 90% of the people I've got these notes from are not with us anymore.
Do you like milk yourself?
No, don't like milk. I think it's baby food. And ever since they brought out what I call blue milk, which is that milk with no fat in it. Have you ever had cornflakes with skimmed milk? It's awful.
Can I safely say that cartons are the enemy?
Cartons to me are the enemy because they're not glass. The only reservation I have there is I did for some time, I've managed to get Samaritans mentioned on milk bottles. Because you can imagine, middle of the night you have a cup of tea, or in the morning you're half asleep and you're feeling desperate and you see the number from Samaritans on there, you'll get in touch. And equally, one of the supermarkets, it was a bit of a gimmick, but they put missing children on cartons. And of course you'll see that and you'll think, oh, yesterday I think I saw that child. And everybody smiles about that, but there is history that in Chicago in the States, when they did that, they found 80% of the missing children. We're talking about 80 out of every 100 children went missing. If they were put on a carton, they were found. So it's got to work, hasn't it? So when that's on a carton, then perhaps I'm being a bit unfair when I say that they're the enemy.
You kind of advise people to slow down. Do you think people just need to chill out?
Yes, absolutely. What's the saying? Short time living, long time dead. The more you can slow down and take things easy, the longer you're going to live. You've got to have fun. You've got to live life a little bit. You've got to slow down and not take things too serious. Look after your friends. Go and see places. And the really strange thing, and this is dull as well I expect, is on a serious note, think that tomorrow is the last day of your life, whether you're going to the electric chair or you're going to die or what have you. You think how sharp a blade of grass is, or how nice it is to feel the breeze. You don't think about the breeze or the sun which goes in and out and affects your cameraman. You don't think about black grass or pebbles or shells in there you've hidden for the grandchildren. All that just, you ignore it and you pass it by. But if you just stop dead and put your arms around a tree, daft or dull as it may seem, it makes life just a little bit more happy.